Psalm 77 is a psalm of Asaph, expressing deep distress and seeking comfort through remembrance of God's past deeds. The psalmist begins by describing his cry to God in a time of trouble. He seeks the Lord day and night, but finds no relief, his soul refusing to be comforted. The psalmist's distress is so intense that he cannot sleep and is too troubled to speak, reflecting on the days of old and the years long past. The psalmist then questions whether God has forgotten to be gracious, whether his promises have failed, and whether his mercy has come to an end. These questions highlight his deep anguish and sense of abandonment. He wonders if God has forgotten to be compassionate and if his anger has withdrawn his mercies. This part of the psalm vividly captures the psalmist's inner turmoil and the struggle to reconcile his current suffering with his understanding of God's character. In his distress, the psalmist chooses to remember the deeds of the Lord and meditate on his wonders of old. He recalls God's mighty works, his miracles, and his great deeds in history. The psalmist recounts God's deliverance of his people, particularly focusing on the exodus from Egypt. He describes how God parted the waters, led his people through the sea, and guided them with a strong and mighty hand. This reflection on God's past faithfulness brings a sense of hope and reassurance. The psalm concludes with the psalmist affirming God's sovereignty and his ability to lead and save his people. He remembers how God led his people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. The psalmist's meditation on God's past deeds restores his faith and trust in God's unfailing love and power. Psalm 77 serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of remembering God's past faithfulness to find hope and comfort in times of distress. Let's now read Psalms chapter 77. To the chief musician, to Jeduthun, a psalm of Asaph, I cried unto God with my voice, even unto God with my voice, and he gave ear unto me. In the day of my trouble I sought the Lord, my soul ran in the night, and ceased not, my soul refused to be comforted. I remembered God, and was troubled, I complained, and my spirit was overwhelmed. Selah. Thou holdest mine eyes waking, I am so troubled that I cannot speak. I have considered the days of old, the years of ancient times. I call to remembrance my song in the night, I commune with mine own heart, and my spirit made diligent search. Will the Lord cast off forever? And will he be favorable no more? Is his mercy clean gone forever? Doth his promise fail forevermore? Hath God forgotten to be gracious? Hath he in anger shut up his tender mercies? Selah. And I said, This is my infirmity, but I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. I will remember the works of the Lord, surely I will remember thy wonders of old. I will meditate also of all thy work, and talk of thy doings. Thy way, O God, is in the sanctuary, who is so great a God as our God? Thou art the God that doest wonders. Thou hast declared thy strength among the people. Thou hast with thine arm redeemed thy people, the sons of Jacob and Joseph. Selah. The waters saw thee, O God, the waters saw thee, they were afraid, the depths also were troubled. The clouds poured out water, the skies sent out a sound, thine arrows also went abroad. The voice of thy thunder was in the heaven, the lightnings lightened the world, the earth trembled and shook. Thy way is in the sea, and thy path in the great waters, and thy footsteps are not known. Thou leddest thy people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. This ends our reading of Psalms chapter 77.